All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery and with our Selling Saturday 15 Minutes to Mastery edition. Episode number 332 coming at you today, September 28th. Man, it's the last Saturday of September. It's the last Saturday of the third quarter. And I hope that you are ending out the month strong, ending out the quarter strong. But we're talking about starting quarter four of 2024 off strong. Once again, welcome to our 15 Minutes to Mastery Selling Saturday edition, where every Saturday we come in to get you started, get you some information, inspiration, motivation, so that you attack Saturday strong. Because Saturday is all about sales. Saturday is all about new business. Saturday is about stacking those new deals, right? And so we're talking about starting off the fourth quarter of 2024 strong, and you need to build that momentum starting today if you haven't already. We're going to dive into that. So Robin Sharma writes, in this year strong, the world needs you at your best. The world needs you at your best. So what is your world? Is it your family? Is it your community? Is it your church? Who would benefit from you being at your best and finishing out the fourth quarter strong? That's what you need to think about, and that's what you need to get focused on, and that's what you need to go after. Because this reminds me, back when I was selling manufactured homes, and man, there was always these couple of guys that just always seemed to, man, the fourth quarter is when everybody's kind of taking it easy, slowing down a little bit, thinking about the holidays. We're getting into next month, which is Halloween, and they start planning out Halloween parties. Oh, what are you going to do for Thanksgiving? Oh, by the way, did I mention November is my birthday also? Just saying. And then also you got Christmas and New Year's, and oh my gosh. But there were these guys, man, that just kept, they pile it on. Where I was at working at the Titan Factory Direct, we did an annual trip, right, for the top performers. You could see the people that would just separate themselves in these last few months from the pack. Because this right now, folks, quarter four of any year, and we're in 2024, is separation season. That's how you got to look at it. Separation season. So how are you attacking this next quarter coming up? How well are you performed, or how well are you prepared to perform for this quarter number four of 2024? Are you ready to make it your best? Have you already applied yourself, or are you on the other side of this thing? Are you thinking about, hey, well, what am I going to do for Halloween coming up? What's my costume going to be? Man, you need to be prepared, and you be doing it, because here's the thing, okay? So many of us face that temptation to take our foot off the gas. You're thinking about it. Everybody's already talking about it. They're planning out their Halloween parties, and you may be already getting into that, right? So you need to not be telling yourself that it's time to relax, because as you know, your pipeline can fall apart like that, right? And so there never really is a time to relax, especially not right now. And that's why high performers, if that's what you want to be, the high performers, they know that this right now is exactly the time to turn it up, to really crank it out. This is the time of year that most consultants are going to, like I said, get in that holiday mode. Most of your competitors down the street and across town are thinking about that as well, right? They're planning out their holiday parties already. Hey, what restaurant are we to go to? And man, it just starts to happen, and you start losing that focus, right? But the high performers, they keep the focus. They actually even double down on it. And if you, my friends, grind starting today, getting after it today, we're going to get into that as we go along here on this 15 minutes mastery, and what you can do. You're going to be able to not just finish the year off strong, but you're going to roll into 2025 on a very, very high note. Because remember, what you do right now pays you 3 months from now. 2 to 3 months from now. So what you're doing in October, November, and December is going to pay you in January, February, and March. So Don't you want to start off the year strong? Don't you want to be piling up the that pay in the bank account? And by the way, you're doing all of that by helping families. That's the most important part of it. Don't lose sight of that. You're helping families, man. Everybody else is thinking about themselves and the parties and all this. And who's thinking about these families out there that are needing homes? Believe me, there's people buying the week of Christmas. There's people buying cash on the week of Christmas. You, my friends, need to be ready and prepared and be able to do that, right? Just like these high performers that we're talking about. Because those people, those high performers, they see this as that opportunity to be able to gain ground on everybody. To be able to just add on, like I said, we had those competitions, those trips, and you would see every month that they just started separating themselves even more from the rest of the pack. Those top two or three, we're always at this point because they understand that mostly everybody starts thinking about everything else. They start losing that focus. They're not advertising as much. They're not making as many phone calls as they were. They're really trying to avoid even people walking in the door because you're so busy scrolling, looking through this, trying to plan this. You need to be more attentive and you need to lock it in, get focused, right? I got a 7-year-old. Yesterday we were working on homework and it was reading, right? And so actually it was just on Thursday. We were reading and he had 2 stories he had to read and he's in a dual language program, right? So he's reading in Spanish and so he starts to zone out. He starts to lose that focus. I have to reel him back in. Well, that's what you need to do. You need to reel yourself back in. You need to make sure that you're centered, you're focused, you're ready to go and attacking. Because what else would you do? Why would you not? Why would you not take advantage of this separation season and help as many families as possible to become homeowners because they're still out there. The rates just went down last week. People are, there's a little bit of buzz and anticipation because of it. You should be all over it. I've been putting out messages this whole week. How many calls have you made? How many of your old leads have you reached out to? People that were in your office a year, 2 years ago. How many of those people have you reached out to? Because right now, not only are the rates lower, but you also have lower prices than 2 years ago. So their payment is tremendously less than what it was back then. So you reaching out to them. How many of them have you called? How many of them have you been out speaking to? How many of you have been emailing and texting and just doing what you got to do? Because those people right there will get you a great fourth quarter of 2024. But it takes putting in the work. It takes being motivated. It takes being disciplined. It takes being focused and understanding that right now is your time to shine. And if you can do that, my gosh, what would happen for you? And like I said, how you're going to roll into 2025 is going to be huge. So now that we've discussed this, right? It's Saturday. Today, it's all about the sale. Don't be grabbing any files. If you GMs, you sales managers out there, if you're at the office and you start seeing your sales consultants, your professional housing consultants reaching for those files because they want to do some paperwork, you got to go and take those things away. You got to get them centered. You got to get them focused. It's on you to make sure that they are operating for what today is, and today is about sale. And right now, today, you're starting your Q4 for 2024. Go get after it, right? And so here's the thing. Here's the best ways that you can make Q4 of 2024 the most that it can be. All right, we're going to run down this list. First and foremost, you got to double down on your prospecting. You got to double down on your marketing. You got to double down on the amount of calls you make, the amount of ads you're posting, the amount of emails and text messages and everything that you send. Okay, I was watching this video the other day from Bedros Keuilian, where he was talking about monster marketing, and this is what he says. Okay, and take it for what it's worth, but 4 contacts twice daily to every lead. Call, text, email, and another call. Twice a day. right? Doing that and to every person, minimum, double down on the prospecting. If you've been making 20 calls a day, which you should be doing a whole lot more than that, I'm just saying, all right? Just me, if you're telling me you can only make 20 calls in a day, something's wrong with your time management. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow for our 15 minutes to master. We're going to talk more about that and something that you need to be a part of. But anyway, double down on the amount of ads you place, double down on the amount of calls you make, double down on the amount of emails you send out, and double down on the amount of text messages so that you can double down on the amount of appointments you got walking in the door. When everybody else is slowing down, you're going up, you're increasing, you've got more traffic, you've got more sales, you've got more people you're helping. But it starts with doubling down on that. And then you've got to set these short-term goals, these short-term high impact goals. Again, it goes back to, okay, look at what it's going to take to hit the numbers. Okay. And break down the goals per day, per week, for each of these months, October, November, December. Break it down to the daily. How many ads you're going to post? Which houses? How many times? How many groups you're going to share them to if you're advertising on Marketplace, which you should be, right? And then how many calls you're going to make every day? How many appointments you're going to set for yourself per day before you leave for the day? And of course, pushing your pipeline and learning, continue to learn those things, but set short-term high impact goals. And the high impact comes from the marketing and the calls, hands down. That's what it's about, right? Focus on urgency. Focus on urgency. Not just with your current pipeline you've got, but with these new customers or even the ones that have been in over the last 4 to 6 weeks. Get a hold of them. People want to buy homes. They want to make a deal, and it's on you to really start zoning in and focusing in on the urgency that it's going to take to be able to get them over the hump. Really take those deals, take the lead form, take the information that you got from when they came in, and put some thought into it and create a strong reason for them to come back and see you and get the deal done. But it's on you to set and focus on that urgency. The next thing you want to do is stay disciplined to your routine. We've been talking all this week, time blocking, prioritizing tasks, right? Being able to delegate those things that will help you establish a routine. You've got to be able to do that and stay disciplined to it. And I know it's difficult. It's difficult for me. We're going to work at this together. We're going to work at this together because, like I said, this week I've really zoned in on that, and it's been amazing the amount of things that I've been able to get done in the time that I have to be able to get them done, because I'm moving from one thing to the next and not letting things get in my way. And there's some distractions that may come here and there, and I got to cut them off because I got to get these things done. Sometimes I got to carry it on into the evening and be able to make sure I finalize the things that I was going to. But it's about staying disciplined to your routine. Boring gets you paid. Boring, predictable routine gets you paid. And lastly, take advantage of the competitor's holiday mode mentality. Whether it's competitors in your own office, the other sales consultants, don't let them get in here, man. Don't let them come in and take your time. Don't let them distract you. Or your competitors up and down the street, cross town, cross state, whatever it may be. Don't let their holiday mode, they're coming in, or you notice that they're posting stuff about the holidays already, or they're slowing down, they're contracting on the amount of marketing they're doing, all of this stuff. Don't let any of that affect you. Hey, let's go. We're going to do this. Or no. Get it done. This is separation season. This is the time for you to start off Q4 strong, and it starts today, this Selling Saturday. Go out there, help as many people as you can, make it all happen, put your plan together, and attack. And if there's a way that we can help you here at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, reach out to us, man. Like I said, We are locked in. We are zoned in just like you want to be. And we're here to help take your life, your business, your career to a whole new level. So I hope you have a great Selling Saturday. And if you feel that you're just missing that something, you don't know what it is, and just you need a little bit of help with it, reach out to us. We've got a solution for you. All right. Have a great Selling Saturday, folks. Make it the best one yet and start off Q4 2024 strong. We'll be talking tomorrow. Come on in. Special announcement tomorrow. Come check in. 15 Minutes Mastery. Until then, I can't wait to meet you.